Regieleki and Regidrago are on their way back to Pokemon Go. November content update has just dropped and oh boy, there's so much for us to talk about. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So let's just kick things off with max battles and just put that to the side because Gigantamax, those are the new thing. But anyway, with max battles, what are we going to get for the entire month of November and up until December 3rd? Bulbasaur, Charmander and Squirtle, Grookey, Scorbunny, and Sobble. Yes, yet again, we're still going to get these three. The Kanto starters are obviously going to be shiny available. As for the other three, not really. There's going to be a new thing starting in November 11, which has already been announced, and it's going to be Max Mondays. So, Max Mondays are just basically going to be the same exact thing as Spotlight Hours and Raid Hours like we usually get every week, with their featured Pokemon happening from, 6 to 7 p.m., the same exact time as the other two events, but on Mondays. So we're going to get different Dynamax Pokemons featured every single Monday starting November 11. So it's going to start with the almighty Charmander, which obviously can be shiny. Then on November 18, we're going to get a debut by the looks of it, which is going to be Drillbur. And then on November 25th, Bulbasaur is going to be the one. Do keep in mind that these are going to be scattered all across all power, like in every single power spot. So there's going to be that. It's already confirmed that we're getting Squirtle for December 2nd, but it's not showing here because it's November content update, so therefore December is not really included. Leaving max battles behind, we move straight into 5-star raids, and oh boy, are these filled with awesomeness, at least, well, in my opinion. Anyway, we're going to start with Lugia for like 2 weeks by the looks of it, from November 4th to November 18th. Lugia, well, I mean, it's not really the most meta-relevant Pokemon, but it can be shiny, and it's going to have a feature attack, which is going to be called Aeroblast. It's been its signature move ever since Lugia has been a thing in the Pokemon games, and it seems like it's going to get back into Pokemon Go with that move. So I don't think it's going to make it all that much more relevant, but, well, it's going to be available. Then, I think those are going to be these are going to be the stars of the month of November. Dialga and Palkia, but wait for it, Origin Forms. So, if you have missed the Sinnoh Tour event, at what it looks like, it's been, I don't know, years since those have came out. They're going to be back now, and these two, in case you're not aware of it, have some really, really awesome adventure abilities, which are Roar of Time for Dialga and Space Friend for Palkia. Dialga is able to just pretty much stop time whenever, at the counters for incenses, lucky eggs, and stuff like that. In Palkia is able to basically spread or increase the radius in which Pokemons are going to appear as you're walking, searching for more Pokemon. So two really, really useful abilities that, well, I mean, can you just imagine how much or how many more Pokemons you can get out of your daily adventure in Sinnoh with the Roar of Time? Obviously, you need to pay with candies and Stardust in order to get like that increase, but you can increase it up to like 24 hours. So it's just crazy, okay? It's just crazy how powerful these are. Really useful, and they're going to come in handy with the search for those shiny Galarian birds if you haven't gotten, Dialga and Palkia previously. But anyway, moving on, amazing Pokemons, really useful in PvP as well as in PvE meta, really relevant on those circumstances as well. So definitely two Pokemons to just, spend all of your passes on, at least the daily ones. Then moving on into a duo that hasn't been around in like a couple of weeks, somewhere around those lines, Zacian and Zamazenta. They're going to be back from November 27th to December 3rd. They can be shiny. I personally haven't gotten them on the past few weeks in which they have been around, so I'm not going to be really all that mad about them coming back. But yeah, they're coming back like really, really early, but they still can be shiny. So if you haven't gotten them, there's going to be something for us to look for in there. And then Regieleki and Regidrago in 5-star raids. Okay, not elite raids, not specific days in which you're just going to be able to do them at a certain specific hour. No, we're getting them in 5-star raids. They cannot be shiny, but we're getting them for an entire week. So all of those next entries are going to be filled. Hopefully these two are really, really easy to get done, with just like 2 to 3 trainers. Not even like, you guys don't even need to be completely overpowered with top counters and stuff like that. So these I'm pretty sure they're going to be like somewhat easy for most people to obtain, but yeah, they're going to be around. I don't think they're still going to be all that much meta relevant, but they're going to be around. They're Pokemons that have been quite controversial in the past, and they're now here, so let's be happy about that. Okay, so next up, what do we have? So we just talked about 5-star raids. Now we move on into mega raids. In these, we're still going to be getting lots of variety, lots of Pokemon that haven't been around in quite a while, I'd say. But anyway, we're just going to start the month from the 4th to the 11th with Manectric, then moving on to Salamence from the 11th to the 18th, then Mega Vidril. Hello, it's not like we don't really get a bunch of Megastone from just spinning gyms and stuff like that for Vidril, but it hasn't been in raids in like forever, so it's really not, you know, not worth all that much. It just, you know, just spin your passes in it. But anyway, it's going to be around. So yeah, Vidril. Weedle is my favorite Pokemon, so like I'm happy about it being back, but at the same time. Then Mega Ampharos. Actually, Vidril and Ampharos are going to be around at the same exact time. So November 18th to the 27th. So there's going to be that. I guess it has to do with like the colors and maybe even like wild area event. I don't know. They're just both black and yellow. So I don't know. I just figured I'd say that. Then Mega Altaria from the 27th to December 3rd. Mega Altaria, once again, haven't been around in a while. Dragon and is it Fairy type or is it Flying and Fairy type? Bro, I'm completely confused right now and I do those raid videos. Can you believe it? But yeah, Altaria. Most of these, with the exception of maybe like Ampharos and Manectric, are like double typing. So pretty good to Mega Evolve and get those candy boosts for the most part when you're just out there hunting or for specific events and stuff like that. So yeah, some really nice mega raids, I'd say, but definitely just focus on the 5-star raids. Okay, just mostly focus on those because Palkia, Dialga, yeah, those two are going to be fun to be around. Then shadow raids for the month of November. During the weekends, the special Pokemon is going to be obviously Suicune. We've been getting these for the past 9 months, I think it's going to be now. So we got like 3 rotations, 1 month each for the 3 legendary beasts. And yeah, hopefully after this we're going to get something special like a Mewtwo at the end of like the year for the entire month of December. I don't know, fingers crossed. We'll see what it is that we're going to get. Then raid hours. I guess with all of the raid talk that we just did, raid hours are going to come in handy as well. There's a catch for the month of November. It seems like it that during raid hours in November, trainers will receive 1 guaranteed rare candy XL when catching Pokemon. So not the XL for that specific Pokemon, because that's kind of like a thing already, but a rare candy XL. So that's going to come in handy, I'm pretty sure. There's a few Pokemons that I'd like to get to level 50, which I don't have the candies or that aren't around all that much. So I'm pretty sure that's going to come in quite handy, and you should too, because those rare candy XLs are really hard to come across. But anyway, for raid hours, both for the 6th and the 13th of November, we're going to be getting Lugia. Then on the 19th, Nihilego. On the 20th, Tapu Koko. If these are correct, I'm pretty sure these have to do with either one of the events that we're going to get or the wild area. Whichever of the two it is, we're going to be getting, like, you know, some more juice other than just the regular raid hours. We're going to be getting some extras on this week. Then Dialga in Palkia on November 21st, Zacian, Zamazenta, Regieleki, and Regidrago on the 27th, on the last raid hour of the month of November. If you want something specific during this raid hour, good luck with that, because all of those 4 just appearing at the same time, it's going to be hard for you to just, plan ahead to just be doing whichever specific one you're going to be looking for. But anyway, they're going to be there, so best of luck with those, my guys. Then moving on into events and spotlight hours, which are basically the 2 things that we're still missing for a November content update. So apparently November is going to kick off with Go Battle Weekend from November 2nd to November 3rd. Then we're going to be getting Harvest Festival, the festival or the event in which Small Leaf Line has debuted, I think last year. Man, time has just been flying by, but I'm pretty sure it was last year. And this year around, it looks like we're going to be getting shiny Small Leaf Line to debut. We'll get to that in a second, but apparently we're getting it. November 10, a community day, that's going to be Monkey. It has been announced like a week or so ago. So Annihilate, really useful Pokemon. I know Mankey has been around for a while, but Annihilate, it can now be Shadow. It was already really useful as just a regular Pokemon in the GBL, and it looks pretty cool, especially as a shiny. So really good one for us to focus on. Then November 15th to the 17th, simply groundbreaking. Not entirely sure what this one is going to be about, but there's going to be an event there. Then, starting with the biggest event of November, and probably one of the biggest of the year, the wild area. So lots of talk and lots of announcements have been made so far about the wild area. Lots of new Dynamax Pokemons debuting during this one. Looks like it's going to be a fun one. So it's going to be kind of like, there's going to be a weekend for like a global one in which it's going to be like kind of like Go Fest, in which you can buy tickets, spend money, and just, have lots and lots of bonuses out of it. So hopefully it's going to be a fun one. Still not entirely sure if I'm going to have the days off to participate, but it's going to be happening. So into the wild from the 18th to the 22nd, and then a Pokemon Go Wild Area Global from the 23rd to the 24th, which is going to be during the weekend. Lastly, the last one, obviously, of the month is going to be Max Out Finale. I wonder what this one is going to bring with such badass name, but yeah, from November 27th to December 1st, so the last event of the month of November. So yeah, that concludes pretty much all of the events that we're going to be getting across the month of November. It does seem like we're getting a little bit less than previous months, but I don't know, it might just be me. Then last but not least, Spotlight Hours. So it's going to kick off with Surskit on November 5th. With 2 times transfer candy, so always a great time to get rid of those legendaries and Pokemons that we don't usually come across all that often, but that you've been saving in order to just, throw out or just get rid of during such a spotlight. Then, Smoliv on November 12th with 2 times evolution XP. And it says here that Smoliv can be shiny, so that's why I think Smoliv is going to, to be debut as a shiny during, its second year or commemorating its first year in Pokemon Go, that is, with the second Harvest Festival in Pokemon Go. So then we're going to have 2 Pokemon appearing at the same time from on the 19th, which is going to be Teddiursa and Combi with 2 times Catch Stardust. Teddiursa loves honey, and I love Combi because Combi gives out so much Stardust. It's really hard to catch, so just be sure to have a lot of raspberries in order to, or Ultra Balls even, to just catch these easily, because it's like, I think it's 750 base Stardust per each Combi you catch, plus with 2 times Catch Stardust, that's like already 1500, plus there's possible weather boosts and star pieces and stuff like that. So this one is going to be a crazy event to stack up on Stardust. So just mark this one, at least out of all of the things that we've already talked about. Mark this one on your calendars ASAP, because this one is a really good one to play during. To something like that. You know what I meant, right? Hopefully. And then Joltik with 2x catch XP, one of the worst Pokemon to try to get excellence on November 26th. Thank you so much, Niantic. Thank you so much. I mean, it's doable, but it's just not one of the easiest ones to have a fun time, farming the XP. So yeah, it kind of like has a sour taste. Hopefully that makes sense. And that pretty much concludes the video. November content update is filled with some really neat things, some really neat legendary Pokemons, and so much more. So I don't know, you guys let me know what you think, but without any further ado, I'll just let you guys go now. But anyway, until next time, stay awesome, stay safe, stay scrubbity. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.